they say they're looking for the next Luke Kuechly. Why? Speed, intelligence, toughness. They figure if they can find that in one package, they have found their next middle linebacker.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is good for a first down, his second grab in this NFC Championship bout. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now Rashad Penny, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
3-19.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Pushing his way inside the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
However you measure DeForest Buckner, 6'7", 6'8", it really doesn't matter. He looks like a basketball power forward. And the one thing that he always focuses on and concentrates on is leverage. How does he drop his pad level so he can get down there and compete with the blockers of the NFL?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Jordan Island over there. Single receiver. That's it. 180.
They fake the give. Newton. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here we go.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here we go.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Here we go. That's it. 180.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He'll check it down to Geis. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Darius Geis from 13 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.